So today we're going to learn a slightly different kind of for loop. It's called an enhanced for loop, also known as a for each loop, aka. So an enhanced for loop is a lot like a regular for loop, except it's a little less complicated. So I think what I'll do is show you not this, but this. All right, here we are. So let's do a regular for loop to print out something. So I'm going to make an int array called nums. I'm going to use I'm going to make a string here. I mean a list of numbers. And we're going to do a for loop. You were just writing one of those in the warm-up, and then all right, so this is cool, right? In fact, it doesn't even need all that spacebar stuff because we could print them one on a line, it doesn't matter. But let's make sure this works. Boop. Okay, so that's a regular for loop. Now an enhanced for loop, or a for each loop, I'll show you that. For you have you get to access every item in the array, but you don't have the index number anymore. You just have the items one at a time. So I'm going to say int n nums, and then the same print line. So this is you can see how we could say it's enhanced. If you're just trying to print something out, this is a handy way to do it. You don't have to make a variable I and, sorry, in here we just have n, not. Nums is right here. This is saying, hey, we're going to go through a list of things, that everything's stored in nums, but one at a time I want you to put the things from nums into n. So we're declaring a temp variable n, and then we're just going to print n. So we'll get, I'll get rid of the original, and we'll run this, and you'll see it does exactly the same thing. So the way it works is you have a temp variable. It has to be the same kind as the array. I mean the same root type. We're talking about integers here, so it says int here. And then you have a colon, and then you have the place where they're all coming from. So let's leave that there. We'll do it with strings too. So string and colors. That's enough colors. And here we'd say for. Now instead of saying int n, we say string, and then it's a temp variable. I'm going to say C for color, just so I can keep track. And we're going to pull them out of the variable colors, and we're going to print them. But notice we're printing C, not colors. So when we run this, we get the colors printed out one at a time. So it's not always an int, it's not always a string, it's whatever's in the array. So if the array was doubles, you would say double, and then whatever variable you want. The variable name doesn't really matter. I like to use a small letter for something if, it help me keep track of it later. Question?
So the purpose of the enhanced for loop is just if you need to print something that it's easier to type?
You can print or access everything. You could use it to find the maximum in an array. You can't change the array though. So that's the key. You can't use an enhanced for loop to change the array, but you can, anything that you're going to read from it, it works fine. So like if you wanted to try to change all the numbers or something, or make these words uppercase, you can't use an enhanced for loop. You have to use a regular for loop. So these work great if you simply need to access every element in an array. Questions? All right. That was easy.